One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tigers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also means you're really, really talented, and you're thought highly of. So this roster, it doesn't take a back seat to anybody in the country. Starting the year #1 is a great thing. That means you got talent. But how do you take this season, and how do you take step 1 today?
And that's the job of the coaches, I think, is to deliver the message to your team. You've got to prove it. You haven't played anybody yet. You haven't necessarily earned that #1 in front of your name. So here's your opportunity. A lot of fans watching. A lot of people excited to see just how good you really are.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you kick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Knight. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. With the catch, it's Simmons. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you... answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Quarterback adapting. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
There he goes! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. To the ground, he's got it again. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. That Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Knight. Fires left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback will keep it.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Now they're going to throw it. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He breaks a tackle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, so to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Gets it out fast. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And, Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there. And that's why they're so tough to stop.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Shoots it to the left. Trying to find the end zone. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Now they'll run the draw. At the 35, he's loose. He now has 62 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wants to go up top on first down. Might be looking to run. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Finds his tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game
breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the
and the pummeling has started.
In the second half, looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. This time he's got his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down for this offense.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now facing a third and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Auburn. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Got his man on the right. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out to the ground.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's got an open man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown by the Irish. And the stomping has commenced.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground. Open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Knight. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's caught. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On fourth down, going to the air. It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's second and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play, and this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
To the air. It's Knight. It's complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just keep slinging it. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to throw, it's Knight. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the left. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him.
Makes the grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Knight. He wants a big play here late. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a seam at the 20. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.